Hey guys, so it is 12:30 in the morning and super late, but my baby's asleep and I had time to do a tutorial and I've been wanting to do this for a minute. There is this gorgeous smoked out navy eye look from Lilit Caradanian, or Caradanian. She's on Instagram. I don't know if you can see this picture, but I'll post it. She is the owner of LC Cosmetics. I love this blue and I did not have it, so I mixed two pigments together. I use this bright blue and black to kind of get this perfect navy blue, which isn't so great, but I found my blue in my Anastasia Beverly Hills lipstick palette, which will be my base. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this look a shot. You can see I was trying to mix and find the perfect colors. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is apply a concealer on my eyelids as a base. This is It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. And I'm just going to apply this to give myself like an all over even kind of coverage, because I'll put that lipstick as a blue base, but I want my whole eye to kind of be muted a little bit more. Alright, so then I'm going to apply a crease transition shade. It looks like she definitely has like a bronzy tone in her crease, so that's going to help blend out that really intense blue. I'm actually probably just going to go into this contour kit and use this warm, like these warm browns, because that will do, with the crease brush. And I'm getting a nice even amount of color, and I'm just like fading it up and out. Okay, now this is where it's gonna get interesting. We're gonna go for the blue lipstick. This isn't really a lipstick color, it's more like a primary color adjuster. So they have these primary colors, so you can kind of mix them into the lipsticks or create custom colors. And in my case, it's like the perfect color for my lid. I'm just gonna try applying it with my finger first. Now this is not an eye color. This is for your lips. So just be careful, because technically I don't know if it's safe for the eye, but I'm gonna risk it because it's just me. Okay, I created more of like a wing shape. I'll clean this up, but I want to blend this blue color out while I can. So I'm just going to take the same blue on a blender brush and just kind of diffuse the edge. I'm not putting any patterns down yet, I'm just blending out the cream. But Lilit has and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, my bad if I'm not. She has a very deep set eye, and I don't. I have like more of a monolid, so her eyes are differently shaped, meaning that her crease is gonna look way deeper than mine because she already has a more pronounced crease. So I have to kind of fake it by bringing my crease higher. So we're gonna tack it back on to get some more color impact. This is actually a really good blue for like an editorial makeup. It's pretty blue, right? So then what I'm gonna go and do is add this blue pigment mixture with the black and the blue, and I'm gonna tap that over the lid. It will dull it down a little bit because it's more of a navy blue, and it's not like the perfect, you know, mixture. I just was mixing what I had together. And I'm doing this look definitely before, for sure, before my foundation, because I'm probably gonna have some fallout. The key is not to blend it up too high. I want some of that brown peeking out. Okay, so I like to just do this instead of putting like Scotch tape. I'll just wrap my pointer finger and I'll just go in and just clean up that shape like that. I think I'm gonna put some more of the bright blue versus the black and pat this blue over it. Now, the more I pat it, the more it kind of sinks into the color. So it's not as bright, but it's more vibrant than it was before. Okay, ooh, that was a little tricky, I'm not gonna lie. Trying to make that crease a vibrant blue as well. It wasn't holding on to the blue pigment as well as the lid, but we're making it work. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is go back in with that warm brown, the crease transition, and I'm going to tap off the excess and gently apply that at the barrier of the blackish blue that's kind of in my raised crease to kind of give it that blend. The reason why I'm tapping it is because I don't want to distribute the color too much where it takes away from all that work I put in. Okay, do you see I'm just like kind of tapping the edge? So let's do something with our brows. I just want to thicken them up a little bit. I'm going to use Ebony from Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. My brows are microbladed, but I can still kind of pick them up with a little bit of makeup, make them a little bit more dramatic. Alright, so I'm just making my brows a little bit thicker and a little bit crisper. I'm just outlining the top and the bottom and making the tail gut a little bit more. I'm going to use a little bit of concealer just to kind of brighten up my brow bone. And if you're wondering, yes, this is a lip brush. I could not find a concealer brush. But this works because it's super small, so I don't have a lot of space. Alright, now I'm just going to blend that down a little bit. I can actually go in with a highlighting powder. I'm going to use this one from that same Kokie Cosmetics contour kit and just set it. This is a completely matte eye, so it's got a lot of drama to it, but it definitely is trickier because mattes are notoriously hard to blend and hard to kind of get maximum color impact. Okay, so the lashes I'm going to apply are from Lady Moss Beauty Cocoa Lashes in the style Goddess, which is a dupe for the House of Lashes Iconic Lash. They're pretty big, but this used to be my favorite style. I've gone a little bit more subtle with my lashes, but I used to wear these all the time. But I think because the eyes are so dark and dramatic, we can go for a more dramatic lash. Okay, so I need to make sure to get this waterline underneath because you don't want any gaps of skin showing through all this drama. Okay, ooh, look at these eyes. Okay, I promise it will all balance out once I finish the lower lash line and my foundation and all that. So again, I'm going to wipe off all this fallout. That's why I did these eyes first. Now I'm going to go for whatever. I'm not really picky about my foundation. A matte full coverage vibe, which is very Instagram. And I'm going to use the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Foundation. These colors are a little bit off on me, but we're going to see if we can make it work. Okay, so I'm going to speed through this because you've seen me do my foundation before. This IT Cosmetics foundation is really yellow, so you see how I'm balancing it out with a more brown, darker shade on the perimeter of my face. That's one of my tricks for makeup bars. Like, if it's not the right color, just either extra highlight to lighten it up or a little bit extra contour to deepen it. And then I'm going to go ahead and bring it down to my neck just because it's so full coverage. And I'm going to apply some concealer to highlight. This one's a little bit more beige, so it kind of tones the yellow down, and that's in the center of my face. And then I'm going to set it with the Kokie Cosmetics palette. I'm using the highlight powder in yellow underneath my eyes, and as you can see, it really gives a nice finish. It mattifies it and brightens it. And then I'm setting the rest of the face with just Laura Mercier translucent powder, just so that way it's set and it doesn't kind of smear everywhere. This is a stippling brush because I wanted light coverage for this. And now I can go back with another powder from the Kokie contour palette. This is the kind of more warm contour shade. I use this as a bronzer, again, to bring a little bit more color to my face because that first layer of foundation was so intense. So I'm using my contour brush from Sedona Lace and just hitting the perimeter to give me a little bit more of a bronzed effect. So I set with that Laura Mercier translucent, otherwise the powder would have stuck really funny. So you have to do like with like, powder with powder. And then I'm using a smaller brush to get the darkest contour shade, which is a little bit cooler, and that's only going like in the innermost pocket of that cheek contour, just for a little bit of definition. So I'm contouring my nose using my favorite paintbrush from Michaels, and this is that same darker contour powder. I like it because it's cooler, and to me a cooler tone looks better on a nose contour. So for blush, I'm using this really pretty, very subtle peach blush. It's so light though that I have to go in with the contour brush to build it up but I love this color. It's just so chic. Peachy kind of goes with the whole blue eye, and using color theory, blue and orange complement each other. So that is going on the cheeks. Okay, almost there. Let's go ahead and finish this lower lash line. So I'm going to add the bright blue pigment, like right over that black eyeliner, because the black base of the eyeliner is going to kind of give it that. First I kind of like blended it in, but now I'm pressing in order to kind of crush the pigments and get it to really pop. Okay, right underneath that, I'm going to go in with a pencil brush to help blend out that lower lash line with a little bit of that warm brown, just to kind of soften it. I do this like on every single lower lash line. I add this like a blender brown shade, just like how you would add to the crease transition. You can do the same thing on the lower lash line. So these eyes are big. They look huge with all this eyeshadow and eyelash. Okay, so for the lips, we're going to do a peachy nude lip. I'm going to overdraw my lips with this Toast, which is a NYX lip pencil, which is kind of like warm brown. And I'm going to overdraw my lips. They kind of have a little bit of foundation on them. Okay, so I overdrew them top and bottom. And then I'm going to go in with this looks like a good peachy shade. This is from, I believe this is Bite Beauty in the shade Madeira. Alright y'all, so I put on a little blazer and this is the final look. So I really challenged myself on this one. This is the most dramatic makeup I've worn in a long time. Really tricky blending this custom blue cobalt navy smoky eye. So this is definitely out of my comfort zone, but I'm glad I tried it out and I think it looks pretty good. Not my typical style, but I appreciate, you know, the look. So what do y'all think? Would you wear something like this? This would make a bomb, like going out, smoky kind of look if we could go out. But yeah, if you recreate this look, definitely tag me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, I hope you guys have a great night. Ciao, Bellas.